Welcome back, everybody. It's a beautiful Friday morning here, and we have Janine Laughlin joining us this morning from New Horizon Academy. She's the area director, and you've got some great tips and information for us regarding how to get our kids all excited about reading.
Right, so one of the important things is that children need to have lots of reading to them before they go to kindergarten. So some of the things that we do at New Horizon Academy is we offer them a print-rich environment, so making sure they see lots of words and vocabulary in the classroom. We teach them sign language. We teach them new vocabulary words each week. We do in all of our classrooms, starting even in the infant rooms, what we call a repeated read aloud or a 5-day read aloud. So children are being read the same book for 5 days in a row, so they become familiar with the words and the pictures and what happens in those books. And our teachers all go through our SEEDS early literacy curriculum training, so they have all these tips and skills that they know to teach children how to read.
Yeah,
So-
New Horizon Academy does an amazing job, as we've showed you live with our program in multiple locations
Yes,
around the metro. But let's talk about if we're coming home and we're hanging out with our kids, what are some things we can do? Because we know you're trained and are doing the right
Right.
things. How do we know we're doing the right thing?
Right, so one of the important things is to just do it. So from day one, or even in the womb, they say, you know, that babies can hear in the womb, so you can start reading to them in the womb, but providing a nice, quiet, comfortable place with books and writing materials,
Yeah.
dry erase boards, little clipboards, different things like that, and just having a time during your day if you're staying at home with your child where you drop everything and read. So modeling to them that you are reading as well, giving them that time and that opportunity. Also providing them with books that are easy for them to read and easy for them to learn the words to, so that when,
Look at all of those. And there's some examples of how you have things posted around the room with
Yep,
all of
and
the different letters. And
some examples of some sign language and our teachers reading, but really making sure that you let the children participate along with you. So Brown Bear, I know it's one of the, you know, all-time
Eric Carle's
favorites.
books are great.
Eric Carle's books are great. And the kids start to memorize them, and they start to learn the words, and then they start to read them to themselves. And one of the things that we do is get some stuffed animals and let the kids read to the stuffed animals or their babies or, you know,
Kind of their
whatever they might
friends,
do.
yeah.
some of the books have companion characters then that you
Right.
can, you know, the
Absolutely.
caterpillar,
The
and
very
then you can have
hungry
those, and then that
caterpillar.
ties in with the story as well.
Yeah. So, and then also when you're out and about,
Can we get a shot of what she's holding here? There we
when
go.
you're out and about, I brought some little signs that we use in our block centers, but you can also point out words, easy to read words that children might have read in a book or something, and just talk about no and turn, and even go as far as to say the word no starts with the letter N and it has the sound. So even giving them those types of
Just
skills,
really breaking it down.
breaking it down and giving them that.
I love that idea, because in natural life, you're going to be seeing these signs quite a bit in the car, walking down the street,
Right.
going for walks, things like that. So why not show in real life, you see this sign, this is what it means, this is what it sounds like. Start with that
Right.
interaction.
And they
soon.
have fun with that too when you're driving. That's kind of one of their, as they're starting to grow and they see the signs as you're driving around, and they'll talk all the way to wherever you're going. What's that? What's that? Or,
And if
yeah,
they
they'll
see
tell
the
you what
stop
that
sign,
is.
they'll say, "Mom, S-T-O-P spells stop." You maybe didn't stop.
That's
no.
right. I love that this one has
That
an
is-
activity. So you take, you know, this one, you know, if you have these building blocks and things, and then you can kind of tie in an activity with the
Right.
story using the same materials that they're featuring in the stories, makes it fun too.
Yes, absolutely. And this is actually a wordless book, but they can learn new words from it. So there are pictures in here, maybe the arch, or, you know, what is an arch, and, or, you know, some of those different shapes, or lots of colors, ways to learn colors for younger kids. But one of the great things too that you want to make sure that you're doing when you are reading is talking about the book. You know, it's soft cover, is it hard cover? Well, it's not, because it doesn't, you know, doesn't knock, and giving them those skills so that they know. But what happens in this book? Let's talk about what's happening in this book. What happened at the beginning? What do you think the book is about? What do you think is going to happen at the end? So just incorporating all those things to get that brain stimulating and get those things, get those ideas and thoughts working too for the kids.
Because
So-
a lot of times parents are like, okay, we're reading this book. again.
For the 540-second
How can you
time.
make it interesting? How can you start a new conversation about it as opposed to, okay, let's read it again? There's things you can pick apart and really kind of dig into the brain a little bit
And
deeper.
let them lead and let
Yeah.
them have fun with it too. So
I
we
love
have-
that.
It makes
yeah.
it more fun for us too.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
just that, you know, the whole.
Right. If we're having fun reading to the children, then they're going to have fun, and we want them to learn to love to read. So we want to make sure that, you know, they are going to school with that love of reading. And
Absolutely.
they need about 10,000 to 12,000 vocabulary words by the time they get to kindergarten to lead on that path to success of reading. So making sure, you know, that you are talking about
How
those
much
words.
time, if you busy parents were all there, if you're like, okay, how much time should I at least dedicate every day to something like this? What would you recommend?
Yeah, I mean, 10 to 15 minutes would be great. You know, if you are a working mom and all you have at the end of the day is that bedtime, use it. You know,
Okay.
wind them down, give them a bath, get them in the bed, wind them down, and start with the book. But you can still incorporate all this, but let them read as much as possible. Have these books around, and show them. And again, like that, drop everything and read time. We're gonna read.
We're gonna read now.
Everybody needs to calm down and have some relaxing time.
Put
as
the
well.
devices down and
So-
let's read. I love the idea of
Right.
a doodle pad that you have there so that they can be not only reading but also maybe then incorporating writing eventually.
Right, those pre-writing skills are
Yes.
also just as important. And one of the things, I've brought tree cookies before to the show.
I know, I love that big log slices.
Yep, and one of the things that you can do is just put letters on the tree cookies. So, like I've got P-A-N, and then I can change it to R-A-N and start with those pre-reading skills as
Kinda,
well.
yeah, reading and
you can change
spelling
the
and-
vowel, change that out. You can talk about consonants and vowels and how these make words. Let them make their own words. And this is really a great little bag to put together. You can stop at our center, one of our centers, and pick up one of these pre-reading bags. And these are some great things to put in the bag and
Yeah.
take, like, to the doctor's appointments. We
A
want to
restaurant,
take it to
I
the
found
restaurant.
at a restaurant, you're all trying to sit down and have a meal, and
Yep.
if you have some things to do like that, it makes the meal a lot
It
more.
does make it.
enjoyable.
And it's so
Kids
much
are a little
more.
more entertained.
Just
so
saying.
You never go
Yeah.
to a restaurant with a child without some sort of bag of tricks.
Right,
And this
much
is
more
beautiful.
educational
This is a
than
great one.
playing the video game.
Every little bit,
for sure.
helps. But you're also
Absolutely.
educating and you're probably, helping yourself at the same time, just kind of taking that moment and connecting with your
Right,
child.
and these are the things that are different. And put a dry erase board with dry erase markers, something that they don't have available all the time. Make it fun and different so that they are engaged in it when you are trying to keep them entertained.
Makes
So-
it a lot
Love
more
it.
memorable too, what
Yep.
they're reading and learning. And how much of the day, and we'll talk a little bit about, just for people who aren't familiar with New Horizon Academy, your uniqueness, but about how much of the day do you guys spend reading to the kids? It's quite often, isn't it?
Right, we do try to have somebody in the classroom reading to the children when they can. So we do have our set times during group time where they're reading, and another time during the day where they're reading that 5-day read aloud book. That's the one that they read every day and start talking about what happens at the beginning, what happens at the end, and making sure that we're reading to those babies all the way up, and even giving those school agers, sometimes in our before and after school programs, we'll do a time where they read James and the Giant Peach, and then they'll do an activity revolved around that book each day. And so it's really important to get those.
Yeah, that's
get that
great.
read
And
out.
kids, they love
They
books.
love it.
They
They
love to
do.
read naturally. So if you can just really, take it all
Yeah.
of these steps further, they're going to be way ahead by the
it's
time they start school.
so exciting when they start to read the words themselves, and that's where that repetition comes in. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Well, let's remind everybody about New Horizon Academy and how they can get in touch with you if they have more details about what we talked about
Sure.
today or just want to know more about the Academy.
Right, so New Horizon Academy, we have 3 locations now open in the Des Moines area,
Wow.
one in Johnston, one in West Des Moines, and one
You're growing
downtown.
fast.
We are growing fast. We're always looking for new places to open as well. So newhorizonacademy.net is our website, and you can also stop into one of our 3 locations and pick up one of these reading to readiness to reading bags. So we'd love to see you come in to our centers and see what we're doing. We also have these great tips. There's a little booklet with great reading tips in it
nice.
as well.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Really taking care of families.
Oh, and that's what we're all about.
Love
so,
it. Well, thank
yeah.
you so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
More details on the website, newhorizonacademy.net. You're watching Iowa Live here on CW Iowa 23. Don't